This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
It is the After Party live on a Trivia Thursday, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being patient, and thank you for being awesome, because this is my favorite group of people on the internet and possibly around the world. I have some great trivia options today, which I'll get to in a minute, and some really good animal stories as well. But first, some of you know that my daughter went to Japan. She was taken by my cousin who went to Japan for work and brought her along with his wife and their 2-year-old, my 16-year-old daughter, to nanny. Okay, so she goes to Japan. She has a fabulous time. Right now, everything's all about Japan. Like in Japan, every day I hear, in Japan, they do this. In Japan, this. She loved the culture. She loved it so much. And I'm so happy that she had that experience to go into the world and see how different people live and different cultures exist. So valuable. While she was there, it was sweltering. And she said, yes, John Watson, is she turning Japanese? Quite possibly, yes. And I don't have a problem with that. But she said it was so hot and it was a different kind of heat, kind of like when it feels wet in the air, the humidity, it's like, it was a suffocating heat. And so when I saw this story, I thought, oh, this makes perfect sense, because they're having this hideously uncomfortable heat wave in Japan. And so now there's a new way to stay cool, and it is about a human refrigerator. Have you ever had it be so hot that you opened up the freezer section, the freezer in one of the grocery stores, or your own freezer or refrigerator, and you just wanted to stand there for a minute and feel the cool air come at you because it's just so incredibly hot? Well, now you can just climb right in. Look at that. This human refrigerator has debuted in Japan because of the rising temperatures there. This Japanese company decided they were going to respond to the country's really hot summer temperatures by creating this human fridge. The Dohimon box, Hiemon, Dohimon box, I don't know. It's marketed as a human refrigerator, and it's about the size of a standard Japanese vending machine. You can only fit one person in there at a time, although I'm sure there will be people who will try to fit more in. The temperature inside the fridge is kept at 59 degrees. And then once you're inside of this thing, they blast you with cold air. They fire it at your head and neck and shoulders and back. And so you're instantly relieved of the heat. The box is being developed by this refrigeration and vending machine manufacturer. It's being marketed by an industrial equipment supplier for use at businesses and other public spaces because of the summer heat. Like, so you could be walking around in Japan and be so hot and so uncomfortable. I gotta go climb in a human fridge before I overheat. The company said the boxes can help relieve symptoms of heat exhaustion by rapidly cooling bodies. This is being marketed for places where people work outside, like construction sites. Maybe there's something to this. Perhaps it would help with heat exhaustion or people being overcome by heat and passing out. I mean, I think it's not a replacement for staying hydrated, right? But perhaps this is a good idea. The Maebashi City Hall in the Gunma Prefecture was the first to receive one of these human fridges. It was donated to the public there, and people are being allowed to use it for free during the open hours. Temperatures across Japan have been rising to nearly 100 degrees in recent weeks. They've had 48 people, as of today, hospitalized with heat stroke in Tokyo. They had it on a single day on July 15th. On one single day, 48 people hospitalized with heat stroke. This human fridge retails for $9,326. So Unless you're really well-to-do, I don't think you're gonna have a personal one at your house. Who knows? I still stand by movies on a hot day. You go to the movie theater, right? If you don't have, because here in California, most of us don't have AC, at least in Northern California. Maybe in Southern California, it's a different deal. We only need it maybe for about a week out of the year. So it's not really worth getting AC here in Northern California. So we come up with other ways to stay cool. And I mean, obviously, you close your blinds the night before, you open your windows and let the cool night air in, and then close it all up in the morning and keep the curtains closed or your blinds closed or whatever, your shutters, right? A cool shower, mist in front of a fan, a trip to the grocery store, which is air conditioned, standing in front of the freezer section, all of these things. Spencer says, we've got fans in Southern California. I'll tell you, I know they're out of style, but I love a ceiling fan. I have a ceiling fan in just about every room of my house. I love a ceiling fan, especially in the bedrooms. So at first I thought this human fridge was like, I looked at it and I thought, oh, this could be used for bad, right? It could be used to torture someone. It could be used for, this is where my mind goes. But I think that if used properly at outside working areas like construction, you know, where people are overheated and working in this hot, wet condition, then this could be a really good thing. When I on the days when it's really horrible, and that's again, it's so rare here in Northern California, you know, I just think everybody in the car, we're going to the movies. And then, of course, you sit in the car for an extra few minutes with that AC on. I don't know. Vanessa's saying that even Palo Alto's been warming up. I saw that go by. Let me get that text up or that chat up. It's funny. I feel like you're texting just to me. It's true that things are getting a little warmer. And maybe, where we used to not need AC, maybe we need AC now. I don't know. Sandy says, I grew up with no AC. None of my first apartments had AC. Now I can't live without it. It's so much hotter now in San Jose than it used to be. Yeah, I will say things are changing. The only time I ever had air conditioning was when I lived in Davis. And God, it was so hot in Davis. I had this little tiny balcony in my apartment, and my husband, but then my boyfriend had strung up these misters. And so you could go out on the little porch and sit in the cold mist. But my air conditioner broke and it was miserable. Oh, man. Definitely don't need AC in San Francisco, says Vanessa. Spencer says, I have two. SJ Lila says, we didn't need AC in San Jose until about 10 years ago. There are some places, yeah, where you find yourself needing it. My sister has AC in Santa Rosa. She definitely needs it, says Yvonne. Really? So I'm in Petaluma. Maybe I'm more acclimated to the heat. I don't know. Or maybe I live in a cooler spot. I'm not saying it doesn't get hot here. I'm just saying it's like 100-degree weather or, 98 and above. That's when I think, okay, now we've got a problem, right? And that really only happens maybe, I want to say 5-6 days a year, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if I had AC, I would feel completely differently about whether it was necessary or not. SJ Lila says, yeah, we rarely turn on the AC. So expensive. Definitely hotter, says Eileen, in San Jose and other Bay Area locales now. When it's 86, says Gordon, I turn on the AC, but it really doesn't cool it down, just prevents it from getting hotter. Yeah. Whew. Well, maybe we all need a human fridge. Just hop on in when it gets too hot. Maybe it's cheaper than running the AC. $9,300. No. Maud says I'm at Baker Beach and it's cold here. Hottest it's gotten here in Nevada, 90 degrees, says Nullifidian. That's 5 or 6 days too many for me. I'll tell you. There's something so lovely about a foggy day in San Francisco. I know there are people who live for the sun. My mom always says, "Oh, I don't like San Francisco. I don't want to have it be foggy and dreary and cold. And then I think to myself, there's something nice about never having to be overheated. And I love the feeling of the fog. So it's just a matter of, how you see it. Yeah. Wonder what the bill would be. Oh, the bill for the human fridge? I don't know. Yeah, how much does that thing cost to plug in? I don't know. All right. Okay, so let's go to the animal stories ahead of trivia. I have this story. I don't know if you saw this wild story about orca obliterating this sunfish, pulverizing it. And it looks like they do it for fun. At least, I don't know. Yeah. They don't know if it's a feeding strategy. They don't know if they're doing it like playing with their food. They don't really know. First, I'll show you this video. This is, I think it's wild. Take a look. Just look at, blew it up. You can hear the diver there. Let's watch it again. Wow. It doesn't look like they're necessarily eating the remains of it. They just blew it into a million pieces. It almost looks like one is holding it and the other just nails it and it explodes. This is crazy. They call it ram to fragment behavior. And the new study published in the journal Frontiers in Ethology is investigating these two instances where orcas were engaging in this ram to fragment kind of behavior. They saw it in 2024, where a tourist operator came across a group of orcas, including a juvenile, off the coast of Baja, California. During this encounter, a research scientist at Beneath the Waves and the lead author of this study caught this type of behavior on camera, where an adult female orca is seen holding on to a dead sharp-tailed sunfish that the group had previously killed. Now, these sunfish are huge. They're one of the ocean's heaviest species. They can weigh up to 4,400 pounds. And right as one orca lets go of this fish, an adult male orca hits it, rams into it at this high rate of speed. It creates this loud sound, and then it causes this fish to break into thousands of smaller pieces. The researcher says, I remember thinking, I didn't know sunfish could come apart like that. I'd seen orcas hunt sunfish before, but never witnessed one using such an incredibly forceful ramming technique that the tissue fragmented throughout the water column like an explosion. So after the impact, there's a juvenile orca seen eating some pieces of the smaller fish. Adults ate from the remaining carcass, they said. There was another incident in 2025 where this ram to fragment behavior was also noted. And so researchers are now looking into this. Why did these orcas do this? They think, okay, well, maybe it could have a practical benefit, making it easier for their young to feed. Maybe it could be a form of play. They're playing with their food because these orcas are known for toying with their food. It could be a combo of the two. They say orcas are well known for engaging in play with prey, so it's certainly a possible explanation. Another is that breaking the carcass into smaller pieces made it easier for the juvenile to feed, kind of like we cut up our food for our little kids, right? Maybe it's socially rewarding. Maybe it's fun for them. Don't know. What they do say is they were unable to determine if both incidents involved the same orcas. They say as more cameras are in and near the water, especially with people using drones and such, that there's extended opportunities for better behavioral observation. So, yeah. One of the biggest questions they said is how widespread is this kind of behavior? Is it unique to certain pods? Do other populations do it too? So all of these things now the researchers want to look into and find out a little more about. But sure is incredible, isn't it? Yeah. Quite a surprise. All right. I have another story for you as well, animal related story. And this one is about a turtle. So I have to take away this video. My apologies. Boy, it was hard to be me and Albert today on the Mark Thompson show, trying to run all those videos. This one is about Pancake, the rescued sea turtle. And Pancake was released on a Coney Island beach, and it's pretty exciting. So let me play this video for you because yeah, it's such a feel good moment when you see an animal being uh, set free back into the world after humans have helped in this way. Aw, there he goes. And so many people are so excited for Pancake. Yay. So sweet. This is at Coney Island Boardwalk. And Pancake is a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. They are endangered. And Pancake was released into the Atlantic Ocean. You see that people have signs and they're cheering. It's really exciting. People were shouting, Pancake, Pancake. They call this release significant because of the pancake being part of an endangered species. The turtles, the Ridley turtles, they've been a really big conservation success story. They had a population crash in the 1970s, and then there was this international conservation effort, and now this species is really rebounding. Every individual they can help, they say, is a huge big deal. So that Pancake is all fixed up and headed back to sea. Amazing. There were representatives on hand from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the New York State Department of State, Atlantic Marine Conservation Society, the Wildlife Conservation Society. It all goes on, and they were all on hand to watch Pancake make his way back home. They say just ahead of the release, Pancake was looking really active and ready to swim and ready to go back home. He's got, of course, you see the satellite tag on his back of his shell so that the team that is in charge of his care can monitor his progress. They say this is what success looked like for him, going back to his habitat, feeding, hopefully continuing migration back to the Gulf later in the season. Pancake came first to the attention of humans when the turtle was found suffering from cold stunning in Massachusetts. And so then they took Pancake from Massachusetts to the New England Aquarium for triage and for medical treatment. And that's when Pancake and 24 other Kemp's Ridley sea turtles were transferred to the Atlantic Marine Conservation Society Sea Turtle Triage Facility in New York for treatment and for rehabilitation. So right now, Pancake weighs 11 pounds, likely 2 to 5 years old. And over the past 7 months, Pancake has made huge strides in recovering. He's got confident swimming behavior, can pursue shrimp and clams, and does it with gusto. We don't know whether Pancake is a he or she because that requires a blood test, which is not needed for rehabilitation, so they didn't do it, and that's okay. The Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, one of the smallest sea turtle species, and they're found along the East Coast from the south toward New England. When they're fully grown, they can weigh 70 to 100 pounds and grow up to 2 feet long. So they're, again, one of the smaller species of sea turtles, but kind of exciting to watch Pancake go. Let's watch it again. Look at his little face. Aw, Pancake. Get in that water, you. I love how excited people are about Pancake going back home. It's so cute. I don't know about you, but this lifts my heart up. So that is the story of Pancake. I'm so glad I found that story. Okay, so I have a couple other stories to share with you, but I think because it's already getting late, we want to get to trivia. So without any further ado, it is Trivia Thursday, and I'm going to give you some choices. You ready? I've got quarterbacks, and this is all about pictures on quarters, right? So if you know a lot about coins, that's a topic for you. I have a category called Native Sons, which is all about Native American trivia. I have a story, a trivia section about religion. So that's a good one. Some of those are easy, some of those are hard. So what do you think? Where do you want to start? Any of these you're not interested in? I think some of the Native American ones are kind of hard. How about we start with the quarters? What do you think? Oh, religion? I see Nullifidian wants religion. Let me look at what you guys are saying. What you got? No coins, says SJ Lola. No coins. Well, that's where I was going to start. Religion, says Nullifidian. I'm probably horrible at all of them, says John Watson. You're never horrible at anything, John Watson. Religion, says SJ Lola. All right, I got 2 religions, so that's where I'm going first. I'll go with religion. Sorry, quarterbacks, you'll have to wait. Sorry, Native Americans, you'll have to wait. This one's called Keep the Faith. Here we go. The word Thursday comes from the name of what Norse deity? The word Thursday comes from the name of what Norse deity? Thursday. What Norse deity? Oh, look at you guys. So smart. This is just yet another cherry on the sundae of why I love you guys. Maud. I think Maud, and I still can't see Phineas in this chat, but Maud seems to be first to the punch with Thor. And Thor is correct. Thor, the god of thunder and war. Absolutely. Eileen says Thor. Yes, Eileen. So does Uncle Jim and John Watson, who says he's horrible at everything and then gets the answer right. Nullifidian has Thor. So does SJ Lola, and Tammy has it, and Sandy, and so does Gordon. Right on for What the Sizzle, and Teacher Lori, and Judy. Hi, Judy. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Absolutely. Oh, Maud was first? No, okay. That's what I thought too. Okay, next question. Ready? Here we go. If you can hear the hammering on the other side of the wall, our porch light went out, so we had to call an electrician, and they couldn't fix it, so they have to go under the house, and so there's all kinds of work going on around me right now. Pardon our construction. The story of Zhao Jun, a domestic deity, gets a feminist spin in what Amy Tan novel? The story of Zhao Jun, a domestic deity, gets a feminist spin in what Amy Tan novel? Can't hear it? Okay, good. I can hear it. Yes, J. Lola. I know this is going to be a hard one. The Kitchen God's Wife is the correct answer. That is absolutely right. The Kitchen God's Wife. Well done. I would have said that one too, because I think that's the only one I've read. Yeah. Okay, good job, SJ Lola. Look at you go. Right on. Number 3. A cross is the symbol of Christianity. A 6-pointed star, the symbol of Judaism. A crescent and smaller star is the symbol of what religion? A crescent and smaller star is the symbol of what religion? I'll give you a second. A crescent and star is the symbol of what religion? Uncle Jim says that's Islam. Uncle Jim is right. And so is John Slade, and Agent Kitty Feets, and Tammy, and Rev P, and SJ Lola. What the Sizzle has it. Muslim and Islam is the same thing, right? I think so. So I'm giving it to Gordon, and to Eileen, and to Nullifidian, to Teacher Lori, to Vanessa, to Mama, to Gordon. Judy has it. Yeah, right on. Okay. And here's the next question. Of all religions, which one claims the largest number of adherents worldwide with more than 33% of the human population? Of all religions, Which one claims the largest number of adherents worldwide with more than 33% of the population? I'm surprised by this answer, actually. Let's see what you got. Let's see. Christianity, says Uncle Jim. Maud says Muslim. Vanessa says Hindu. Have another Hindu, Christianity, and Islam. The answer is Uncle Jim had it. Christianity. I thought it would be like Islam or Buddhism or something like that. No, it is Christianity, interestingly. The answer is Christianity. Islam is second at 20.28%, but Christianity is first with 33% worldwide. So Uncle Jim has Christianity. That is the correct answer. So does John Slade. And what else do we have? Sandy has Christianity. Judy does too. Who else? I'll give it to you for Catholic. It's a form of Christianity, right? Yeah, good job. Christianity. Oh, you guys know how I feel about religion. Okay, next one. In this evangelistic Hindu sect, male believers wear white or saffron robes. Let me start that again. In this evangelistic Hindu sect, male believers wear white or saffron robes, shave their heads except for the top knot. They chant, they dance, and sing in public. What is the religion? This is a Hindu sect, evangelistic, where the male believers wear white or saffron robes, shave their heads except for a top knot, chant, dance, and sing in public. What is the religion? You see them at the airport. Who got Hare Krishna first? Nullifidian? Ooh, now there's a drill on the other side of my wall. That's exciting. Hare Krishna is the correct answer, and it looks like Nullifidian is first to the punch on this one. Uncle Jim also has Hare Krishna. Teacher Lori has Hare Krishna. So does Sandy and S.J. Lola and Judy. Oh no, Krishna, says Tammy. Yep, I'll take it. So does Rev P. Yep. Nancy has it as well. So does JT. And John Slade has it. And so does What the Sizz. Eileen has it. So does Kitty, or Agent Kitty Feets. Is that still a thing? I guess so. Spencer has it. Yeah. All right, next one. Here we go. Native American tribes such as the Anasazi, the Hopi, and the Zuni venerate a humpbacked flute-playing trickster god who represents fertility and music. What is his name? I'll say it again. I'll re-rack it. Native American tribes like the Anasazi, the Hopi, and the Zuni venerate a humpbacked flute-playing trickster god who represents fertility and music. What is his name? You guys got this one fast. Look at you. Maud says, that's Coco Pelli. Maud is correct. Way to go, Maud. Yay, confetti. S.J. Lola has Coco Pelli. So does Heather. So does Judy Coco Pelli. Teacher Lori has Coco Pelli. Gordon. Spencer's excited to get one. I'm excited for you. I didn't know that was a god or a deity. Yeah. Coco Pelli. Next one. A small case containing a parchment inscribed with Hebrew verses is affixed to the doorposts of many Jewish homes. What is this religious article called? I have never noticed that before. Is that true? A small case containing a parchment inscribed with Hebrew verses is affixed to the doorposts of many Jewish homes. What is this religious article called? I have to look for this now. Uncle Jim says it's mezuzah. That is correct. It is a mezuzah. Uncle Jim has it. I think you're first. Uncle Jim, well done. SJ Lola has it. Teacher Lori has it. SJ Lola says we have one. Do you? You have to send me a picture. I want to see what that looks like. A mezuzah. Yeah. An eviction notice? I don't know. Is this working? I think it is. I'm going to look it up. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah. A mezuzah. Very cool. And now I'm going to be looking for mezuzahs all over the place. John Watson says the 95 theses or thesis. SJ Lola, thank you. Send me a picture. Yeah, I'm interested. Are you sending it now or sending it later? Teacher Lori says I have several. I've collected them. What is the point of them? Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house, says SJ Lola. Is it supposed to keep you safe or ward off some kind of bad stuff happening? That's what I'm wondering. Was that the point of it? I need to run downstairs and take a pic. That's okay. You can do it later. I don't want you to miss trivia. I'm just interesting. Oh, it's a form of a blessing, says What the Sizzle. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, or thank you for looking it up, or whatever. Awesome. It's honoring the words of God. Okay, cool. Interesting. Learn something new every day. The next question, and thank you for the upcoming picture. The next question is, what German monk and reformer is considered to be the founder of Protestantism? What German monk and reformer is considered to be the founder of Protestantism? Everybody gets this one. I think we all learned this one in school, right? Yeah. Uncle Jim first isn't in it. Says Luther. Martin Luther is correct. I'll take Luther. Uncle Jim has it. So does Maud. So does John Watson. Well done. Deidre has it. Hi, Deidre. I was thinking about you when I was in Maui. I was like, I wonder if Deidre's over at the condo. I should check in. Well, we weren't there very long. And do you know in all that time we did not make it to Ululani's shave ice? Not even once. It's a travesty. Anyway, Deidre has it. So does Heather. So does SJ Lola. Nolaphidian. Eileen has it. So does Tammy. So does Vanessa. Judy has it. Gordon has it. Sandy has it. So does Sean Slade. Lex Luthor. Wrong Luther. You're funny. That's funny. Deidre will be on Maui on the 31st. Oh, we missed each other. Man. Boy, that would have been fun to meet up for a Mai Tai, huh? All right, the next one. What religion accepts... I don't know if I can say this right. What religion accepts Haile Selassie I as the former emperor of Ethiopia as God incarnate? I have no idea the answer to this. What religion accepts, watch Uncle Jim flies in and gets it. What religion accepts Haile Selassie I? Haile is Haile. Haile Selassie I, the former emperor of Ethiopia, as God incarnate. We should all know this one, right? John Slade. John Slade, who thought he wasn't going to get any right. Is that right? John Slade? Or was it John Watson? John Slade, first to the punch. Rastafarianism. And I know this is maybe disrespectful to their religion, but as an aside, I will say that my son Jacob does not ever remember having seen the movie Cool Runnings. So we're going to watch that. John Slade, yes, you are first to the punch. Tammy has it. Rastafarian. That is correct. I did not know that was the tenet of the Rastafarian religion. Yeah. Rastafarian. Pronounced like Haile. Oh, is it Haile instead of Haley? Okay, thank you. Nolaphidian says I should know this one. Oh no. Haile Selassie. Yeah. So interesting. Nikki would have gotten this one right. She probably would have. I thought it was Jamaica. Maybe I should ask her tonight. I didn't know Rastafarianism was a religion. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I knew that it was a religion. I just didn't know that it was based on that. So well done, everybody. Good job. Okay, next question. That was a good one. In the New Testament, these godly messengers are agents of revelation and are the most prominent at the birth of Jesus, the resurrection, and in the apocalypse. What are these heavenly ministers called? In the New Testament, these godly messengers are agents of revelation and are most prominent at the birth of Jesus, the resurrection, and in the apocalypse. What are these heavenly ministers called? I know. Cool Runnings is awesome. I can't wait to rewatch it with him and do the chant, right? Angels, says Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim is right. Angels is what I'm looking for. I'll also take cherubs because cherubs are angels, right? They're just little baby ones that are chunky. So I got Uncle Jim, I got Maud, I got Deidre, yes, Nullifidian, Vanessa, Gordon, John Slade, What the Sizzle, love it. I'll take archangels. Yep, Eileen has it. SJ Lola, Seraphim is an angel. I'll take it. Tammy, yes, angels. Mama has it. Sandy has it. Well done. All right. And wrapping up religion. The Watchtower and Awake magazines are distributed by what religious group? The Watchtower and Awake magazines are distributed by what religion/cult? That's what I would say. I added cult in there. Maybe I'm disrespectful. JW, that would be Jehovah's Witnesses. Maud first to the punch. We'll take it. That is correct. Deidre has it as well. Good job, Maud. Good job, Deidre. Latter-day Saints. Those are Mormons, right? I don't think the Latter-day Saints are Jehovah's Witnesses. I could be wrong. I think, aren't the Latter-day Saints Mormons? The answer is Jehovah's Witnesses. So if you said Jehovah's Witnesses, that's what we're going for. Jehovah, says Vanessa. That's correct. LDS, says Rev P. Okay, so now I'm confused. Is LDS Mormons or is LDS Jehovah's? LDS. What religion is that? Now I have to look it up. Yeah, LDS is Mormons. No, this is Jehovah's Witnesses. Right. Sorry, I just had to make sure. Jehovah's Witnesses, says Sandy. That is correct. Zero Sum says Jehovah's. SJ Lola. Nancy has Jehovah's. Nullifidian says Jehovah's. So does John Slade. And Eileen. And I have Gordon with Jehovah. Judy with Jehovah's. Mama says it. Teacher Lori's got it. Vanessa has it. Yeah, LDS is Mormon. I just looked it up. I wanted to be sure. Sometimes you call them there's so many different ways to say the same religion that I'm like, I don't know. Is that a Mormon? I have no idea. Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah. So the answer was Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're the people that you don't want knocking on your door. But I have a picture because, oh, how exciting to get to show you this picture. This one came from SJ Lola. Let me see if I can't bring it up. This is a mezuzah, which I did not know what it looked like. So I'm excited to be able to share this with you. Oh, that's kind of cool. I have to take down this picture. Hold on, bear with me for 2 seconds, you guys, as I figure myself out. Hold on, I have to take this away and I have to bring this up. Okay, so there is the picture that I was sent by SJ Lola, who managed to run down and snap a photo of that. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Let me scroll in. You can really see the scroll in there. That's cool. And then, and pardon my email, but I also got, oh, that's from Laura. Yeah. And then I got one from Teacher Lori, who sends me this and this. Oh, very cool looking. Okay, now I'm going to be on the hunt for all of these things. And I got a third one from Bonnie, who sends me one as well. Peace to all who enter. Ooh, it's hard to see that one. Very cool. Thank you guys for sending me all those pictures. Awesome. Sorry for the way that I wanted to show them really quick, so I didn't have time to download the pictures. So thank you for bearing with my email. And I hope I didn't give away anybody's name that didn't want it given away. So thank you for that. Yeah, they're beautiful and also different. It's so true. Oh, did he? I didn't get one from him. I got one from, I have one from Bonnie, one from Laura, one from Lori. Oh, and Phineas sent one. I'm sorry. I do see it. Yeah. Ooh, that's a really pretty one. Let me show this one too. Thanks, Phineas. Look at this one. And again, it's just my email. That's so pretty. And there's, I guess, a scroll inside of it. Wow. That's gorgeous. I'll take that off so you can see the whole thing. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for sending me all those pictures. I love that. Teacher Lori says I sent 3, one showing from the side, showing the scroll. I have another one I can't find. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. All right, well, we'll go back to our trivia, our regularly scheduled programming. Here we go. And again, thank you guys for sending those. I feel really lucky to see them. Okay. Now how about, do you want Native American or do you want quarters? What do you think? Native American trivia or quarters? I think the quarters is easier. I'm just going to say it. What do you think? What do you want? What you want? One woman show. That's true. You want natives. I got Native Americans from Gordon and from Nullifidian and from What the Sizzle and from John Watson. I have quarters from Vanessa and Heather and Sandy. Oh, it's a 3-3 tie. Okay, I'm going quarters. See if we can whip through these. We might even have time to go back. The show's only 42 minutes long so far. So if I go over an hour, then I feel bad for keeping you guys, but let's go quarters. Number 1. What does the 3-word caption on the back of the Delaware quarter say? And if they're too hard and you think they're lame, we can switch topics. What does the 3-word caption on the back of the Delaware quarter say? Flip a quarter, pick one. It's 3 words on the back of the Delaware quarter. It is the first state. And that is correct. Uncle Jim knows. The 3-word caption on the back of the Delaware quarter, the first state. Well done, Uncle Jim. There's a reason you're the uncle. I'm telling you. Oh, Heather knew it. The first state. Nice. Don't lose me. I'm so tiny. Next question. Number 2. What animal is found on Kentucky's state quarter? This is the animal found on Kentucky's state quarter. What's Kentucky known for, right? This is an animal on the Kentucky state quarter. And Uncle Jim, Maud, I think Maud has it first. Maud says horses. Yeah, it is a racehorse. Absolutely. Maud has it. Uncle Jim has it. Eileen has it. Sandy has it. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Gordon has it. Well done. And Nancy as well. Well done. And Teacher Lori. Okay. Next one. Washington crosses the Delaware on which state's quarter? Washington crosses the Delaware on which state's quarter? I got a Pennsylvania. I got a Vermont, a Virginia, a Massachusetts, a Maryland, but it is S.J. Lola who says New Jersey, and S.J. Lola is correct. New Jersey is the answer. Well done. Gordon also had New Jersey. Yay. You guys are awesome. A keystone is one of several designs on this state quarter. What's the state? A keystone is one of several designs on this state's quarter. What is the state? A keystone. Uncle Jim says Pennsylvania. Uncle Jim is correct. I'm going to move through them fast. Who else says Pennsylvania? John Watson. S.J. Lola has it. So does Eileen. John Slade. Vanessa has it. Heather knew it. Tammy knew it. And well done. Nancy knew it. Next question. What state's quarter shows a trumpet, a fiddle, and a guitar? What state's quarter shows a trumpet, a fiddle, and a guitar? And it is what you think it is. A trumpet, a fiddle, and a guitar. This is going to be Tennessee. This is going to be, yes, Tennessee. Isn't that where Nashville is? Yeah. Uncle Jim has Tennessee. John Watson has Tennessee. So does Rev P. And Tammy. And Gordon and Sandy. JT has it. Hi, JT. Yeah. Okay, next question. Here we go. Keep the trumpet, replace the fiddle and the guitar with a pelican, and you'll be looking at the back of which state's quarter. Keep the trumpet and replace the fiddle and guitar with a pelican, and you'll be looking at the back of which state's quarter. What you got? Deidre says that's Louisiana. That is correct. Uncle Jim has it. Heather has it. John Watson has it. So does SJ. So does John Slade. So does Nancy. So does Eileen and Tammy. Well done. Okay. Oops. And the next question. An American bison and sunflower grace the back of which quarter? An American bison and a sunflower grace the back of which quarter? American bison and a sunflower. And the answer is Kansas, says S.J. Lola. That is correct. Kansas is the answer. S.J. Lola had it. Tammy has it. Eileen has it. You guys are quarter experts. Look at you go. Next question. Which state's quarter has a lighthouse and a schooner? Which state's quarter has a lighthouse and a schooner? Could it be? Heather, could it be? A lighthouse and a schooner, you say? Yes, John Watson, first of the punch with Maine. That is correct. S.J. Lola has Maine. So does Gordon. So does Vanessa. So does JT. So does Eileen. Heather, finally in there with her home state. Sandy has it. Nullifidian has it. Tammy has it. We got a Nancy on there and a teacher Lori on there. Nice. Well done. Who are the two flyboys pictured on North Carolina's quarter? Who are the two flyboys pictured on North Carolina's? I think I got to. Okay, I'll give you that. It's the internet. I blame the internet. Who are the two flyboys featured on the North Carolina quarter? And this is going to be Uncle Jim saying the Wright brothers. I'll even accept it in all caps, friend. That is right. Uncle Jim has it. Deidre has it. S.J. Lola has it. Orville and Wilbur. That's right, John Watson. Heather's got it. So does teacher Lori. Vanessa's on it. So does Sandy. So does Glenn. Get in there with that. Deidre has it. Well done, everybody. JT says, yeah, the Wright brothers. I added the right. I'll give you right. John Slade says right. Nullifidian's got Orville and Wilbur. So does Eileen. So does Tammy. Everybody gets this one. Nancy. Phineas has it too, says Uncle Jim. Excellent. Quarters in my purse have an eagle on it. You got to get some state quarters. I bet you have at least one in there you haven't taken a good look at. Next question. Here we go. The completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, along with the Golden Spike, adorn which state's quarter? The completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, along with the Golden Spike, adorn which state's quarter? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Completion of the Transcontinental Railroad and the Golden Spike. John Watson says that would be Utah, and John Watson would be right. Yay! It is Utah. Who else has Utah? Anybody? Oh, look at you. You stand alone, John Watson. Well done. Next one. Name the 1607 events quadricentennial celebrated on Virginia's quarter. Name the 1607 events quadricentennial celebrated on Virginia's quarter. That's a hard one. It's the founding of Jamestown. Look at Tammy has it. Come on now. How'd you get that one? That was hard. Tammy has it. Deidre has it. Oh, everybody has it. Maybe I'm just lame. Uncle Jim has it too. So does SJ Lola. Look at you guys. The founding of Jamestown. Yeah. Deidre's family helped found Jamestown. Most excellent. You're commemorated on a quarter. Look at you. A portrait of Helen Keller, along with her name written in Braille, can be found on which state's quarter? A portrait of Helen Keller, along with her name written in Braille, can be found on which state's quarter? Alabama, says Yvonne. Alabama's correct. Eileen has it too. So does Nancy. Well done, you guys. Look at you. SJ Lola has it. Nice. Me, Yahoo! Yvonne says. Well done. We'll go back to it. Yes, Yvonne, look at you. I sure love that wave picture you have. It's so cute. Okay, the next one. Last one. What state has the incongruous combination of a diamond, rice stalks, and a mallard duck flying over a lake? They just wanted to slam it all on that quarter. What state has the incongruous combination of a diamond, rice stalks, and a mallard duck flying over a lake? What do we have here? A diamond, rice stalks, and a mallard duck flying over a lake. This is going to be, SJ Lola says, Arkansas. That is correct. Arkansas. SJ Lola, do you stand alone? I believe you do. Yep. Arkansas is correct. Well done, SJ Lola. Nice. Oh, I throw in John Slade in there too. Well done. Oh my God, you got it. Nice. All right. I'll do it. Oh, how about we didn't do yesterday? The Lotto of the day. Well done on Trivia Thursday, everyone. Next week, we'll get to the Native American trivia and maybe something else as well. But let's talk about the Lotto of the day. Here we go. All right. A couple stories for you. This guy almost gave away a $50,000 lottery ticket. What do you mean you almost gave it away? Don't give that one away. He almost gave a scratch-off lottery ticket away to settle a debt. Who pays a debt with a lottery ticket? But he ended up winning $50,000 thanks to the interference of his wife. John Hamilton Jr. told the Maryland Lottery that he bought his $5 million Lux scratch-off ticket for $50 from the Sheets store in Crespatown, but he put it in his back pocket where he almost immediately forgot about it. Uh-oh. Then he ran into a friend the following day, and he remembered the ticket in his pocket, and he offered it to the other man to settle a $40 debt. I told him, Could be something on that, he said. Hamilton said his wife stopped the exchange at the last possible moment. She put her hand between us and intercepted the play. That's when I thought, I should play it and see if it really was a winner. And it turned out to be worth 50 grand. I was dumbfounded, he said. They're going to use their prize money to go toward taking the family on a Disney cruise and paying down the mortgage. If I'm the guy he owed money to, I'm thinking, wait a minute, you offered me that ticket. Don't I get anything? Here's a guy from South Carolina who had been playing the lottery with the same set of numbers for 3 years. 3 years. Finally, it pays off, and he wins a $150,000 Palmetto Cash 5 jackpot. He said the numbers on the ticket he bought from the Harris Teeter on Long Point Road were very familiar to him because he's been playing those same numbers since 2023. He said it paid off, and I'm sticking with him. His numbers are 11, 13, 24, 29, and 34, and they got him $150,000. He said it was amazing. The minute he realized he's won, he said, I'd never won anything in my life. And he's already starting to spend that prize money. He said, I bought a new car. That money is going up in smoke fast. He better keep playing. He needs to win again. And those are the lottery stories of the day. Deidre and Tammy are related. Is that true? That's cool. Rev P says, dude, I played the same number since 1993. Oh, you're due a win, friend. You're due for a win. It's time. I'm going to hope for you. Fingers crossed for you. I saw that lottery totals going up. I think it's like $700 million right now, isn't it? Yeah. $743 million. That's what it is right now. Maybe it's worth, I don't know, say playing those numbers again. Because, you never know you're going to win. I'm rooting for you. You got to have that. What do those people say? They had this overwhelming feeling that they were going to get it. 743 million is the Mega Millions jackpot right now. 600 million for the Powerball, 40 million for the Super Lotto. I think the Super Lotto has better odds. I don't know. Look, realistically, we're not winning anyway, but if we dare to dream, wouldn't that be nice? We should have a show lotto pool, shouldn't we? We should do that. All right. That is the lotto of the day. And when is that Mega Millions drawing? That is, next drawing is on Friday. Oh, tomorrow. We have to buy our tickets today. All right. We can do that. Everybody go get a Mega Millions ticket. Let's see what happens. Hopefully one of us wins. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing to the show in all the ways that you do. And that includes Glenn, who consistently throws down. Look at you, Glenn. Great multitasking. Thank you. Yeah, it was a bit of a trick with the Mark Thompson show today, but I appreciate that. And hopefully Albert's computer is back up and running tomorrow. But thank you for the contribution. You're really nice, and I appreciate that. Thank you for trying to inspire others to contribute as well. And some do. As a matter of fact, there is a show PayPal, and James M. has set up a recurring payment. Thank you so much. Once a month, pop $10. That's so thoughtful. Really appreciate you. Wes yesterday throwing in some money. Vicky S, Alicia P, Amy P. Thank you. Those are the most recent contributors to the show PayPal information, or the show PayPal account. And that link is, the information is below in the description, the YouTube description for each show every day. All right. Thank you, guys. I will see you. I'm so excited about this. I will see you tonight on what used to be the Nikki Maduro show, what is now a whole new show. You'll find out more about it tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific, here on YouTube. And I'm really looking forward to spending time with you again this evening and talking about the national and international and local state stories of the day. And please join us, 5 p.m. Pacific. Cocktails, mocktails, politics, and hopefully you and me will all be there together. All right. Make it a very good rest of your Thursday, and hopefully I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you.
I really messed that up. Sorry. Oh, did they raise the price? Oh no. I guess I haven't played it. Oh yes, Nikki is still on it. Absolutely. Wouldn't do it without. Right back at you, Spencer Jaffe. Hooray!